Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, respectable to Kiai Haji Muhammad Hasan Mutawakil Alawa SHMM, respectable to the Dr. Abdul Aziz Wahab AMAG as the lecturer of Zainul Hasan Genggong Islamic University. Many thanks to Ms. Raudatul Islam as the lecturer of Sociolinguistic. Let me introduce myself. My name is Diva Katika from English Education Department, and here I will explain about interference and code choice. First is definition of interference. Interference refers to a linguistic phenomenon where elements from one language affect the use of another language. Types of interference. First is phonological interference. Happens when the sound system of a speaker first language influences the pronunciation in the second language. For example, Indonesian speakers may pronounce English using Indonesian phonetic patterns. Morphological interference occurs when the structure of words in one language influences the formation of word in another. For instance, adding Indonesian affixes like kan or i to foreign words. Synthetic interference involves the influence of sentence structures from the first language on the second. An example would be using the word order of Indonesian in English sentences. Sound such as I very like it, mimicking saya sangat suka itu. Lexical interference happens when words from one language are used in the other, especially when the speaker doesn't know or remember the correct word. For example, please print this document. Semantic interference occurs when the meaning of words is affected by the speaker's first language, which can lead to confusion or altered meanings. Cases of interference: bilingualism or multilingualism. People who speak more than one language may find it difficult to keep them separate, especially in spontaneous communication. Dominance of a foreign language. In some environments, foreign language like English dominate, making speakers more likely to blend elements of it into their native speech. Lack of mastery in the second language. Limited proficiency often leads to mixing languages, especially when speakers struggle to find appropriate expression. Desire to appear modern or professional. People may intentionally use elements from another language to seem trendy, educated, or professional. Code choice. Definition of code choice. Code choice refers to the selection of a particular language or language variety in specific social situation. In multilingual communities, speakers often switch between languages depending on the context. Key concept: code mixing, alternating between two or more languages in a single conversation. Example, saya tadi ketemu dia and she said everything was fine. Code mixing, blending elements of different languages within a sentence or utterance. Example, aku mau download film ini dulu. I want to download that movie first. Factors influencing code choice. Factors influencing code choice. First is social context. The relationship between the speakers influences language choice. Formal situation usually require formal language. Topic of conversation. Certain topics like scientist or technical subject may require specific terms that are the best expressed in a particular language. Audience. Speakers choose language based on who they are talking to. For instance, formal language for boss, informal for friends. Setting, the place and situation also matter. For example, a classroom setting might require academic language, while a cafe encourages casual speech. And the last, identity and solidarity. Speakers may choose a language that reflects their cultural identity or to show solidarity with a particular group. So, interference demonstrates how one language can influence another, often due to incomplete separation or mastery. Meanwhile, code choice reflects a speaker's socio-linguistic awareness in selecting the appropriate language according to context, audience, and communicative goals. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.